Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is January 1st, 2026. And Luis de la Fuente has discussed whether Joan Garcia could go to the World Cup. Also, Leon Goretzka has offered himself to Barcelona. And finally, another Real Madrid legend who has chosen Lionel Messi in the Messi versus Penaldo debate. We have a lot to discuss. So let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Bo. And happy New Year's to all of my wonderful Barca News family. May 2026 be full of blessings for you. As you can see, I'm not currently home. I'm away visiting friends and family, but don't worry, I will be back home on Sunday. And until then, I will be making these short lives to keep you up to date on all Barcelona news. Anyways, let's dig right into the news because, ladies and gentlemen, it's been revealed how much Girona can afford as far as Mark Ter Stegen's salary. Now, as you know, Mark Ter Stegen could be leaving in the winter transfer market in search for minutes since Barcelona Hansi Flick has made it very clear that the number one goalkeeper is Joan Garcia. And also the German national team have made it very clear that if Ter Stegen wants to start in the World Cup, in the 2026 World Cup, he will need to be playing. So since Ter Stegen needs to play, he can't get those minutes at Barca. There's a likelihood that he will leave during the winter transfer market. And right now, the club that's making the biggest push for his signing is Girona, who are looking to take him on loan during a winter transfer market. It will be a huge signing for them on and off the field. But of course, the question is, can they afford to pay his salary? Because Ter Stegen has an incredibly high salary. Girona is a very modest club. And while it's been revealed that Girona, if they were successful to convince Ter Stegen to join them on loan, could only cover 1 million euros. So only a fraction of Ter Stegen's salary, but nonetheless, it's reported that Barcelona are okay with that. Barcelona are not looking to push Ter Stegen out. He's a captain. He's been at the club for 12 years. He's a Barca legend. They're not looking to force him out. However, they made it very clear to him that, hey, it's better if you do leave because you're not going to be getting any minutes here. If you want to stay, that's fine, but you're not going to be playing. And if you leave, we're going to make it as easy as possible for you. So if Girona can only afford 1 million, that's fine. Let them pay the 1 million. We'll cover the rest. So right now the ball is in Ter Stegen's court. We'll see what the German goalkeeper will decide because on one hand, he wants to, of course, compete at big top clubs. But on the other hand, he also wants to stay in Barcelona because his children, right? He got divorced recently. He's sharing custody with his wife over his children. So if he goes somewhere else, he wouldn't get to see his children as much. If he stays in Barcelona, he gets to see them. We'll see what Ter Stegen decides. Definitely a very difficult decision for the German goalkeeper. Now, on to that next bit of news, because speaking of goalkeepers, Luis de la Fuente gave a press conference where he was asked, hey, Joan Garcia, World Cup, yes, no? But he wasn't the only player that the press asked about. First, they asked about Alejandro Balde. Why hasn't Luis de la Fuente been calling up Alejandro Balde, since he is one of the best left backs in Spain? And this is what the Spanish coach had to say, or the Spanish national team's coach had to say. Our decision are ours. And I bring, wait a minute, there we go. And I bring in those I believe are the best. Balde has already been with me, and Carreras hasn't yet, but he's played for the youth national teams. Both are on our preliminary list and are doing very well. But as long as I believe there are others who are performing well, they'll continue to be called up. So Luis de la Fuente not answering whether he's going to be calling up Balde or not, but I get the sense that he's not. He hasn't been so far, so it doesn't look like he will. Hopefully that changes because, of course, it would be a shame that Balde misses the World Cup. Now, on the other hand, Luis de la Fuente was asked about Joan Garcia, given that Joan Garcia has been putting out some pretty good performances. So he was asked whether, Joan Garcia is in consideration for the 2026 World Cup. And this is what Luis de la Fuente had to say. Wait a minute, here we go. There are requests for every position. We have 5 or 6 of the best goalkeepers in the world. Nobody talks about Robert Sanchez or Leo Roman. We have some very good goalkeepers, some of the best in the world. And of course, Joan Garcia too. Right now, we're focusing on Unai Simon and David Raya and Alex Remiro. But we'll see what happens between now and June. At that point, we'll make decisions that some may like more than others. But I'm sure they'll be the best ones for me. You seriously consider comparing Joan Garcia to Robert Sanchez, Leo Roman? Even Alex Remiro Really? Or even Unai Simon, great goalkeeper, but he hasn't been putting out the best performances. But anyways, Luis de la Fuente is not shutting the door on Joan Garcia. He's saying we'll see what happens until June. I think Joan Garcia has more than what it takes to be the starting goalkeeper for Spain, or at least the substitute of for the goalkeeper position in Spain. I think he's much better than all those names Luis de la Fuente mentioned. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now, on to that next bit of news, and this is a big one because, ladies and gentlemen, Leon Goretzka has offered himself to Barcelona. Now, the 30-year-old midfielder's contract expires with Bayern Munich during this summer transfer market in the summer of 2026. It looks like he's not too happy with his situation at Bayern Munich, so he is looking to change clubs, and it's reported that he has offered himself to Barcelona. He wants to be reunited with Hansi Flick. Of course, we saw the best version of Goretzka under Hansi Flick when Flick coached Bayern Munich. Under him, Goretzka had 64 appearances during which he scored 15 goals, provided 18 assists, and where he was key in Bayern Munich's historical season where they conquered the sextuple, becoming only the second club to achieve that. Of course, Barcelona being the first, and now PSG have joined that list of, impeccable list of few clubs that have conquered the sextuples. But Goretzka looks like he wants to join Barcelona. Of course, Flick did request the loan of Goretzka last season when we were going through that very rough patch in November. But Bayern Munich were not open to it. So we'll see whether Flick will ask Barcelona to sign Goretzka. On one hand, I think Goretzka is an incredible player who will be a great addition under Flick. But on the other hand, we have a million midfielders. We have Pedri, we have Frankie, Casado, Bernal, Fermin, Dani Olmo, Eric Garcia. We have so many midfielders. I don't know if this would be the wisest decision, even though Goretzka is an incredible midfielder. But who knows? Maybe if he comes for free, low salary, why not have him as an option? Of course, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. What do you think? Goretzka, should Barcelona sign? Yes, no? Let me know down below in the comment section. And now we'll end today's video with the news that another Real Madrid legend has chosen Messi over Penaldo. This time, the legendary Raul Gonzalez, who said the following about Lionel Messi. I've been fortunate to play with players like Zidane, Cristiano, referring, of course, to Penaldo, Ronaldo, of course, referring to that real Ronaldo Nazario, Figo. But I think Messi is the best. He's very different. He makes everything look easy. Things you see as impossible, he makes them look easy, as if he were playing with his friends in the street. So Raul joins a very long list of Real Madrid legends now that have chosen Messi in Messi-Penaldo debate, including Toni Kroos, Marcelo, Casillas, Sergio Ramos, even Mourinho, who coached Penaldo, has chosen Messi because, let's be honest, the Messi debate, Messi-Penaldo debate is a made-up debate. There was never a debate there. This was just fragile Madridistas who have a Barcelona complex who needed to compete with Barcelona because Barcelona had the best player in the world, the best player in the history. And since they couldn't stomach that idea, they had to force this artificial debate that somehow Penaldo is comparable to Messi, and he's not. Don't get me wrong, Penaldo is one of the best players in the history. Is he comparable to Messi? Absolutely not. Penaldo, he's a goal-scoring machine. He's probably going to end his career with 1,000 goals, but that's about it. Messi can score, can assist, can build plays, can dribble half of the team and score. He is the heart of any team he plays in. He's a true number 10. You cannot compare someone that does 10 different things to perfection to someone who does only one or two things to perfection. That's just absolutely stupid. But anyways, Penaldo and his fans will always, continue to create their own happiness. But of course, the rest of the world sees it as it is. That Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer in the history. And if you don't agree with that, well, too bad, my friend. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did upload 2 other videos before this one, so make sure to check them out. Lots and lots of news. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.